The people are real. The cases are questionable. The rulings are definitely fake. These people have COVID-19 disputes. Both parties have agreed to drop their complaints and have their issues resolved remotely here in Kyla's court. They've submitted their disputes through our online forum for a resolution from Judgy Kyla. And now, here's Judgy Kyla. All rise. Kyla's court is now in session.
Thank you. Be seated. Today on Kyla's court, we're dealing with more COVID-19 related COVID-19 related news. In this case, we have a dispute submitted to us by Pat Bruce at PatBruc. He says, I have my cows insured for basic insurance, fire, lightning, explosion, but not mortality. I get hit with lightning, but... What? I can't read this tweet. One gets hit. There we go. One gets hit with lightning, but dies 3 days later, and the vet says cause of death, heart attack. Am I getting paid? She was pregnant. Is the fetus covered? And what about that milk? Well, Pat, I'm going to have to get a little bit more evidence from you. First of all, from where did you get this insurance policy, and when did you purchase it? Was it before the cow got hit by lightning or after? Pat's provided the additional evidence. He says, on April Fool's Day, and don't you be picking on my Bessie, she was a lovely cow. Not her fault Trump got over the fence with a handful of cash and confused her with malaria, and she was running for her life when she tripped over the damn fence and the lightning hit her. You know what, Pat? Your story sounds like it's full of holes. I don't entirely trust the information that you're giving to me. First of all, I don't believe that you were able to buy an insurance policy for a cow that would cover fire, lightning, and explosion, but not mortality. Frankly, I question whether or not there would be an insurance policy for cows that cover mortality, because that seems to be a kind of a dead-end insurance policy, if you'll pardon the pun, but also fire and lightning and explosion, not likely causes of death for cows. Seems like a foolhardy investment. Did you actually purchase this insurance policy, or are you trying to play an April Fool's prank on me? Pat's responded. He says, okay, I'll come clean. And step one, never said I purchased any insurance, just asked if my insurance company will pay. Well, no, Pat, you said you had your cows insured for basic insurance, fire, and lightning. So you did purchase insurance, was what you said. You can't say you have your cows insured unless you've purchased an insurance policy. Are you lying to Kyla's court? Kyla's court does not tolerate liars. Now you're telling me Bessie was a cagey character, and so you cannot assume the farmer was not cagey too? Well, frankly, Pat, I kind of thought your story was a bunch of bunk when you started talking about Trump climbing over your fence. We all know that Trump's rotundity is not going to allow him to climb over many fences. And also, even if he did climb over the fence, it's not likely he would have the wherewithal to start screaming things about malaria and handing cows cash. He's a little bit more loose in the head than that. So unfortunately, Pat, I'm going to have to dismiss your insurance claim because an insurer cannot pay out a policy that you don't have and that doesn't exist. That's my ruling.
Tune in for another exciting episode of Kyla's Court.
Kyla's Court is not a real court. All submissions are the express property of Kyla Lee Heavy Industries and Lee Pharmaceuticals, a division of Lee Shipbuilding and Dredging.